guys, welcome to today's video. We are going to be doing a dark queen. I tried something a little different today and used primarily makeup products and no special effects, no body paints. I thought it would be fun to do a video like that, so if you want to see how I created this look, please keep watching.
So let's get started with today's tutorial. We're going to start off with these shadow shields. I get mine at Walmart. They're amazing. They help for a really effortless, crisp line. Next, we're going to go in and prime those eyelids with the Plouise Rumour 2 eyeshadow base. And now we're going to be using the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil to just fill in those eyebrows. I'd like to do the brows before we get into the full look. So that's what I'm doing here, just drawing them in. And voila, both of them are finished now. Now we're going to go into the actual eye look itself. First, starting with the shade Assimilate, and we are using this just in the transition area, going from inner to outer corner, really blending it as much as possible. We're then going to go in with another shade from the Gunmetal stack from Melt Cosmetics, and this is in the shade Industrial. As you can see, I'm placing it a little bit lower than I did that first shade, just to deepen up that crease even more. Then taking just a clean brush just to blend those two shades together. Now we're going to go in with this shade called Luckfully from Colourpop just to put a nice vibrant blue as the base before tapping it with Gunmetal from the Gunmetal stack. We're also going to spritz it with a little bit of MAC Fix Plus just to really make this shade as vibrant as possible. This was such an inspiration, this color, for the entire look. Next, going with Dark Matter from the Dark Matter stack. As you can see, I'm placing that and really patting it in the outer corner, blending a little bit up in the crease, going into the inner corner, and then connecting the two. This is to create that really halo look. One very important tip for any smoky eye is to do as much blending as possible so it doesn't look muddy. So you can see I'm doing a lot of tapping, blending, tapping, and then repeating. I went back in with a little bit more gunmetal just to make sure I didn't lose any during all of that blending process, and then going back with the clean brush just to blend it all together. No additional product on the brush itself. Next up is to pop on some lashes. For today's look, we are going to be using Intoxicating from Flutter Lashes. These lashes are super easy to apply and they're absolutely stunning. I would highly recommend them. They are just amazing. So once you have placed the lashes on, what's next, you guys? We're going to take off those shadow shields nice and gently because underneath the eyes is very sensitive skin, but look at how crisp and clean that line is. Next, we're going to move on to priming our face. Today we are using the NYX Professional Makeup Veil Primer. I absolutely love this primer. Once we are finished priming and blending that all in, we're going to go in with some foundation. This is the Makeup Forever HD foundation. I like to use about 2 pumps with a flat top kabuki brush like this. I am just really patting this into the skin as much as I can, and then I actually like to go in with a beauty blender afterwards to really help with the foundation melting into the skin. So I just spritz a little bit of MAC Fix Plus on my beauty blender. I did use a little bit more product or whatever was left on my hand as well, and just really press this into the skin so it looks flawless. Next, we're going in with, this is actually a foundation from Anastasia Beverly Hills, but I like to use it as a cream contour in the shade Mink. I'm just placing this where I'm going to naturally contour where I want my face to look a little bit more chiseled, and then just blending it in. Look how easy it was to blend in this product, you guys. I really, really love this. Even though it's a foundation, I like to use it as a contour stick. Once I've placed that cream down and blended in all the areas with that cool toned contour color, we're going to go ahead and also put on some concealer. Today we're using the Kat Von D Shade and Light concealer. Love this concealer. It's been a pretty much ride or die for me for years. I'm now going in, I like to also go in with my fingers first just to warm up the skin, and then I go in again with the beauty blender just to really blend out that concealer. Once we've set down our cream products, we want to go ahead and set them. So for under the eyes, we're going to be using the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores pressed translucent powder, and then we're also going to use the Kat Von D's Shade and Light contour palette just in the coolest, darkest shade in the palette. Next, we really need some pretty beam and highlighter. So of course, you know I went with the Artist Couture. This is in the shade Coco Bling. Look at that beautiful shade. It was absolute perfection for this look, that nice silver, beautiful highlight. Now let's smoke out the lower lash line. We're going to be using pretty much all the shades we used on the upper lash line. So, you know, all the shades from the Gunmetal stack. Really just buffing it out using a larger brush just to really smoke it out. Don't hesitate to stay down there and really, really smoke it out. To make it even smokier, we're going to go ahead and put some black eyeliner in the waterline. And this is Melt 1978 eyeliner. Next, we're going to pop on just a little bit of glitter. This is from NYX Cosmetic in the shade Crystal. Be very careful when you're placing glitter around the eyes. You definitely want to use a glitter glue as something to keep it in place. I would not totally recommend using glitter near your eyes, but I was very careful. That's why I did it for this look. We're using that same eyeliner that we used to line our lips because we're going to be going with the black lipstick. And of course, you knew it. It was from Melt Cosmetics as well. This is in the shade Bane. It is a matte black lipstick. It's amazing. Look at how dark it is. Absolutely loved it. I went in a little bit of that gunmetal eyeshadow just to really put it all together. Then you want to throw on a necklace. Nah, I'm just kidding. We ain't going to throw on a necklace. You want to know why? Because we're going to draw one on today. So really for this entire necklace, all you're using is eyeliners and eyeshadow. The two eyeliners that I primarily used are both from NYX Professional Makeup. The black is the actual shade of That's the Point, shade Super Sketch. And then we're also going to later use a liquid liner in white. I used a couple reference pictures, totally disregard some of these shapes below. I ended up taking them off. But here we're going to go in and create that mesh kind of design by just creating lines going one way diagonally and then crisscrossing them to create that really nice mesh look. I'm pretty much just going to let you watch how I created this, but use a reference picture because that's what I did. But I also used like 10 reference pictures, so I really changed my mind a bunch of times, as you'll see. Here comes that white eyeliner that I was talking about. I just wanted to create a nice oval shape and a fun design outside of the big jewel that we'll be having. And next we're going to go in and just continue that kind of choker necklace and creating the same designs as we did. So creating those little swirls and then creating more mesh. I'm just going to go ahead and let you watch me create the design. I also, again, erased some of those little bubbles below because I just didn't like them. So definitely take your time. If you don't like something, just erase it and move on. So we're going to complete the rest of this necklace by just adding in a little bit more color just to block it in, top and bottom. And then I wanted to make the bottom look just like the top. So I'm just creating those little lines there as well. It was very easy to use this pencil because it is super sharp tipped. I would highly recommend it for eyeliner as well as designs like this. I'm now mapping out where I want the chains to be. You could essentially just go ahead and start drawing all the little tiny chains, but if you do that, you might end up not really being super even. Not that this was super even, but it did give me a better guide on where to draw. This took a long time, so take your time and obviously be patient, draw as many as you can, and just do the best you can. Let's go ahead and fill in that jewel now. This was my first time using eyeliner to create a necklace, so one thing that I did learn is that you really need to work quickly if you're going to blend them together, and you'll see that in just a moment. I'm going in and adding some shading to around the jewelry so it looks as though the jewelry is sitting on top of the skin. It helps with a little bit, make it a little bit more realistic. I'm using an eyeshadow from Melt Cosmetics in the shade Rot. This is from the Rust stack. But you can use any brown, anything that would really cast a shadow or at least give the appearance of casting a shadow. I'm going in with that white eyeliner just to give some highlights because all the shading, you're going to need some highlighting as well. This dried really quickly and I wasn't used to that. I'm used to using body paint. So as you can see, I'm trying to blend it across to give that illusion of the shadow. But I had to go back in and work pretty quickly. So if you're using eyeshadow, work quick. So I'm just blending it, and then I also went in with that shade from the lips and the eyes and gunmetal just to bring the whole look together. And then lastly, you guys, I'm just adding a few highlights to the necklace, and this is the final step. I hope that you liked this look. Thank you so much for watching. I adored how she came out. I don't have a name for her, so if you do, maybe write in the comment section below what you think I should name her. If you have any questions, let me know, and I hope that you are looking forward to my videos in the upcoming weeks. Happy Halloween, you guys, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys!